Hi, Gloria and Eric. We see that you're here too, and Michelle, right? Yeah, yay! Because I'm usually kind of bad with names. Well, this is the Living in Light Church. So thank you for coming today. If you have cell phones, you might want to put them on silent. I had to do that for mine, so I'm already set that way. I have a funny little story. A couple days ago, it's like I was getting antsy being in my place. I got to get out. I got to go somewhere. So I went and drove to the Shoreline Park that's up in Mountain View and to take a walk. So I walked around there. Well, they also have Google campuses up there. There's a lot of big buildings. They're kind of funny looking. It's like looks like a canopy that's with the drooping roofs. It's like that, but it's huge. It's huge. But what caught my attention as I was driving by was that there was this ornate looking sculpture that was out front. It's like, oh, I'm gonna have to check that out. So after I did my walk, I went and had lunch, and then I came back. I had to park the same spot because you can't park anywhere around the campus. It's all employee parking. So I ended up I added another mile to my walk. So then I got down there and I was like, oh, look at this. And I took pictures. Other people were taking pictures of it. So I got underneath, they were taking pictures of it. And they also had some other things there too. They had this boulder, it's like really tall boulder that they had mounted on a pedestal that could turn, which I thought was kind of weird. And it's like, you have to really get it to turn, but you get the thing to turn, and when you step back, it's just turning and turning and turning. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then they also had a bear that had been, they used pennies to cover the whole bear with, so it's kind of like fur. So they're on the edges. They're not face down. They're on their edges, so it looks kind of like fur. I thought, wow, that's weird. So I took a couple pictures of that, and there's a little talk about that. It's like 160,000 pennies in order to make that. It's like, wow. So I sent a picture of it to my friend who lives in Las Vegas, and I said, hey, look at this. You know, they had this thing here. He sends me a picture back of another bear that has 200,000 pennies. Oh. So we're not talking to each other anymore. But in case you feel like you want to go for a walk out there, check out the campus. There were a couple other things, but I didn't know where they were. I was kind of done with my walk, so I didn't want to walk around the whole building, which is absolutely just huge.
Did you say pennies?
Pennies.
A bear?
Yeah, it's like a life-size bear, like a grizzly bear, and they apparently had a cement covering, and they inserted all these pennies into it, so there's pennies all over the whole thing.
Oh, no wonder they're going down in value.
Yeah, really? I have pictures on my phone, but we're using it right now. So, again, good morning to everyone. Silence your cell phones. I have water in the back. Let's see. I have a little more water than usual back there because last time we just about ran out. We also have our coffee, which is decaf as well as calf, and tons and tons of tea. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Renee, for that.
Tell them the funny story about the tea. Why don't you?
What's the funny story about the tea? That somebody took some?
Yeah.
Oh, you too?
Yeah, we both took the tea.
Well, it kind of meant for church. I know. I'm at church.
I think I'll have some tea.
Yes. Okay. So I think we're going to stand for the hymnal and the invocation, and I think I want to do Count Your Blessings on page 110, 110. Now we got the right. Boy, we had a lot of technical problems today. When upon life's billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. Are you ever burdened with a load of care? Does the crossing heavy you are called to bear? Count your many blessings, every dot will fly, and you will be singing as the days go by. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings. blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. So amid the conflict, whether great or small, do not be discouraged, God is over all. Count your many blessings, angels will attend. Help and comfort give you to your journey's end. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. And now for the invocation. Infinite Spirit, we come together to brighten our own spiritual lights in your presence. We thank Thee for the opportunities to learn our life's lessons for a better understanding of unconditional love. We abide by the laws of nature and recognize their value. We understand the quest for spirituality may not be easy, but it is worthwhile. We thank You for providing a place for us to learn, and we thank You for providing companions along the way. Amen.
Amen.
You may be seated now. We will continue on with the reading of the principles, which should be on the inside cover of your hymnal books. And we'll start with number 1, reciting it together. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals in that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul, here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes proven through mediumship. And did I skip number 3?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Is it beer?
Yeah, it feels kind of warm.
Should I open up the windows?
If you would like, yeah, okay.
Or is it? Or am I the only one?
Is everybody warm?
Yes.
Air is good.
Yeah.
Always air is always good.
Here, yeah, okay, so that means open the windows.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is the cooler day.
Yes. Good luck.
Yeah, so that's nice. We are going to continue with our spiritual healing portion of our service. And we have a healing book in the back for those that are not able to be here with us today, but we can read from that list and keep that healing energy going for those people doing it remotely. As part of the healing service, we'll be singing the healing hymn and reciting the healing prayer. I will then ask our spiritual healers and ask our spiritual healers to be attending the chairs to do hands-on healing for the rest of us that would like to have it. Please be aware that healing is about working energy provided by Spirit, who have chosen the healing mediums to send their spiritual energy through. And in order to become a certified commissioned healer, practicing healers need at least 3 affidavits. And Avery and Charles are going to need those. And I'm sure they're going to be participating in the healing for today. It's like they're all figuring out how to get those windows open. Yeah. So please remain seated as we recite the healing prayer, which is on page 109. he healeth me. He healeth me, O blessed thought, O words with heavenly comfort fraught. Whate'er I do, where'er I be, still 'tis God's love that healeth me. Lord, I would feel thy life in mine, to thrill my soul with love divine, to bind me closer still to thee, since 'tis thy love that healeth me. And now let us recite the healing prayer, which should be on the first page or the last page, depending on the book that you have. We recite this together, starting with, I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust and love in the power of God. Amen. I now ask our healers to take their places, and they'll be asked for permission to put their hands on your shoulders, and if you don't want that to happen, let them know and they will adjust themselves accordingly. Hands are the focal point of spiritual energy coming from the spirit world and passing through the healer's hands into the one requesting to be healed. It is helpful for the one in need to be mindful of the gift being shared and to think of themselves as being healed by this action. For the rest of us, we will be doing a meditation, and I wrote a new meditation one I want to try out, and it's the rain meditation. Oh, we should probably have a little mood music to go with that. Okay. So I now ask you all to put yourself in a state of relaxation. And we start this by controlling our breath. Take a big inhalation, fill up the lungs deeply, and then slowly let it out. Like a big sigh. And then take another big breath, but don't release it right away. Hold it in your lungs for a moment, and then let the air out of your lungs. That gentle release is a signal to relax. Close your eyes and block out the optical signals that interferes with the mind. Take another deep breath, holding it a moment and then slowly releasing it. Let yourself be enveloped by the darkness. It is evening and the sun has gone down. The moon has risen, and though it is night, you can make out the pitch darkness of branches against the almost pitch black sky. They look like intricate black paper cutouts. You are standing in an open space surrounded by trees. It is quiet when you can hear the patter of a single raindrop. In a moment, you hear another patter from another direction of a single raindrop. Then you feel a raindrop fall upon you. It is starting to sprinkle. You hear the patter begin to pick up with frequency. These are patters all around you, and you can feel drops hit your skin. It is not cold, but warm, like a summer rain. You catch a glimpse of a glowing dot fall and then go out. Then another. They almost look like fireflies with dim golden light. Now there are several glowing dots falling from the sky. The healing chair is open. They are golden, glowing raindrops. Some of them hit your skin and sink into your body. You can see more falling, and your body is absorbing the ones that touch you. The glow goes into your body. As those glows build up, your body begins to glow. Dimly at first. But as more of these lights fall upon you, you begin to glow stronger. Your light is building up, stronger and stronger. You're beginning to light up the trees that reveal their leaves, their branches, and their trunks. This is your essence that is being revealed to you. You are not just a human being. You are also a spirit, a soul that accompanies your body. This soul goes everywhere you do. Wave your arms and the glowing light stays with you. Take a step and the light steps with you. Now you notice the rain is beginning to slow down. The patter sounds are becoming less. The glowing drops are becoming fewer. Soon it is quiet again. Look upon your body, and the glow that was once so strong is beginning to dissipate. It is starting to fade. That which has been revealed to you starts to become hidden from your sight. It is not gone. It can never be gone. The glow grows weaker until it is no more. You are now back in the blackness of night. You can wave your arms, take several steps, and you still cannot see this light. But it follows you with your every movement because it is still part of you. It takes a very sensitive person to be able to see the light without the raindrops. The more spiritual you become, the stronger that light will get, whether you see it or not. And now the sun begins to rise and the darkness recedes. The trees begin to fade and it's replaced with the walls of this room. You can now see the chairs that you are sitting in. You don't believe me? Then open your eyes. And welcome back. Thank you. I'm going to get the healing list. I'm going to be reading from the healing list and ask that you think of the healing energy reaching out to the following people. So we ask for healing for these people that are in need. Also ask for healing energies to be sent to the children of this earth, as they are our future. To our emergency responders who are usually the first to help. To our doctors and nurses, who are usually the second to help. And to those that are in need. This concludes the healing portion of our service, and our healers are free to be seated. And again, some of our healers are trained to become commissioned healers and require a minimum of 3 affidavits. So if you feel that you've received a beneficial healing, we do have the affidavits in the back for you to fill out. So thank you for that. Okay, and now I'd like to announce our speaker for today, which is going to be the Minister in Training, Avery Babon. So, are you ready for that?
I am.
Oh,
Seriously.
okay. Do you need a paper towel or something like that?
I do.
Okay.
Yes. Let me
Okay.
get that.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, let me run to the restroom too while I'm at it.
Okay. And I'll go slow.
Tell some more funny stories. I love your funny
Well,
stories.
I kind of did. I kind of already did it.
Oh, I heard all the rest of the pennies.
I love your funny stories.
Where? What was that about the
Where are
bear?
all the rest of the pennies going?
I guess they're making more bears. So, of course, Avery will be giving us our talk for today. And for the rest of us, we're going to be singing a hymn. I like a beautiful Isle of Somewhere, which is on page 28. So you don't have to go as deep into the book.
Which one, 28?
2:8. Yeah, 2:8. Somewhere the sun is shining, somewhere the songbirds dwell. Hush then thy sad repining, God lives and all is well. Somewhere, somewhere, beautiful isle of somewhere. Land of the true, where we live anew. Beautiful isle of somewhere. Somewhere the day is longer. Somewhere the task is done. Somewhere the heart is stronger. Somewhere the burden won. Somewhere, somewhere, beautiful isle of somewhere, land of the true, where we live anew. Beautiful isle of somewhere, somewhere the load is lifted, close by an open gate. Somewhere the clouds are rifted, somewhere the angels wait. Somewhere, somewhere, beautiful isle of somewhere, land of the true, where we live anew. Beautiful isle of somewhere. And now I present you to you, Avery Babon, as I go see a man about an air conditioner.
Oh man, you're gonna miss my story. Sorry. That's all right. All right. Well, thank you everybody for being here for my presentation. My speech. It is an honor for me to be here always. I love getting up here and giving speeches. I used to be very nervous, but I don't need to be nervous because I'm here in front of my family. I'm always here in front of my family. So we gather here to explore a profound aspect of human experience. The belief that everything in life happens for a reason. Show of hands, how many of you guys believe that everything happens for a reason? Okay, perfect. I believe that everything happened for a reason. In the beginning, I thought, I don't know, how can things happen for a reason? Maybe it's BS, right? Maybe, maybe things are a curse, right? I mean, maybe things could be, but maybe things actually do happen for a reason. I don't know. This notion actually often is dismissed as mere superstitions. Holds significant weight in the realms of spiritualism and personal development. We will delve into real life stories that illustrate this belief and explore how spiritualism ties into the idea that nothing is an actual coincidence. The concept of life's purpose is the belief that our lives have meaning and direction, and is often guided by our higher power or the universe itself. Many cultures and the philosophies embrace this concept, suggesting that every event, whether joyous or tragic, contributes to a larger plan. Ancient philosophies such as Stoicism and interconnectedness, and Eastern religions often speak of destiny and the interconnectedness of all events. Modern psychology acknowledges the benefits of believing in a purposeful life, including greater resilience and a sense of well-being. So I want to tell you guys a couple of stories, real life accounts of such things as that involve things happening for a reason. It might feel like maybe didn't happen for a reason, but it really did. So the first story is about a guy by the name of John. Okay, he was a young man who lived in New York City. This young man by the name of John, he was struggling in his career and his personal life, and I'm sure we can all kind of share his story in a way, right? Because we're all struggling in our life, and we all struggle in our career. He felt lost and disconnected and unsure of his path. One rainy afternoon, John misses his usual subway train, and frustrated, he decided to wait in a nearby coffee shop. If it were me, I'd have probably been like, screw it, I'm gonna go home, this is it. My day is over, my whole life is over. But there, he met an elderly man who he struck up a conversation with. This elderly man turned out to be a retired executive from John's dream industry. They talked for hours, and the man offered John a mentorship and later a job opportunity. How about that? John often reflects on this encounter, believing that it was no coincidence. Missing his train led him to the pivotal point in that change in his life's trajectory. Had he not missed that train, this change would not have happened for him. So let me tell you about another story, a healing power of connection. Now, let me share the story of Sarah. Sarah Winchester. No, I'm kidding around, not Sarah Winchester, everybody knows her. But it's a woman from California. She had recently lost her mother to a long battle with illness. She was grieving deeply and felt an overwhelming sense of emptiness. When somebody passes away, everybody feels that sense of emptiness. So one day, Sarah found an old letter from her mother tucked away in a book. The letter was filled with words of encouragement and love, reminding Sarah of her mother's belief in her. That same week, Sarah attended a support group for the first time. There, she met another woman who had experienced a similar loss. They became close friends and supported each other through their grief. Now, Sarah believes that finding that leather and meeting the other person were not a mere coincidence. These events helped her heal and find another purpose in her life. What do you guys think? You think it's a possibility that if she had not met that person at that exact time, that maybe, So let me tell you another story. This one is a personal story. It kind of hits home. It's called a twist of fate. I like to call it a twist of fate. I worked at Creative Growth for a little while as a security officer. It's also a place where I go as an artist. And the job was going well for a couple of months, but then unexpectedly my position was terminated. Why was it terminated? Well, it was because of some crazy things. It felt like a little bit of a curveball. Adding to this was a couple of other life challenges that have been going on. As the saying goes, when it rains, it really pours. And the saying goes. All at once, it feels like everything is falling apart. During a week-long vacation from school, I received a call from Reverend Bob. He mentioned that a lady from the psychic fair needed a reading on a Wednesday. Had I not been on vacation, I wouldn't have been free to do a reading and enjoy a wonderful time with Bob afterwards. And I would have not gotten paid $85 from the lady who I had gotten a reading from. I mean, that I gave her a reading for. So it was just like, so if I hadn't got laid off from my job, and if I hadn't taken that vacation that I desperately deserved, I wouldn't have been able to do that reading, wouldn't have been able to get my side pay, and I wouldn't have been able to enjoy my great time with Bob. So things were looking up. So upon returning to school, and I gotta say that it's just like, and I don't want to swear, and it's hard not to swear, but it's like when crap hits the fan, it really feels like horrible. It feels like, you're really down under and your ankles are handcuffed to the floor, and you feel like you can't move and you don't know, and you're moving nowhere, and you're so stressed, you don't know what to do. And I feel terrible because I'm looking towards everybody to help me out, and that just feels terrible. But anyways, the opportunity, so upon returning to school, I learned that Netflix was looking for filmmakers and actors for the next film, and had chosen our art studio. Being an actor and a filmmaker, I leapt for that opportunity. If I still had my job, I wouldn't be able to participate in the incredible chance. This turn of events made me realize that things truly happen for a reason, and perhaps this is my opportunity to excel in acting or film production in the next series. So, that's still a possibility. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I jumped into that opportunity and still waiting to find out. Many spiritualist traditions believe in synchronicity, the idea that meaningful coincidences are a sign of divine intervention or guidance. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, introduced the concept of synchronicity, suggesting that events are connected by meaning rather than cause and effect. Practices such as meditation, prayer, and mindfulness can help individuals become more aware of these meaningful coincidences. By cultivating a deeper spiritual connection, people often report feeling more aligned with their life's purpose and more receptive to the signs and messages around them. Embracing the belief that everything happens for a reason can provide comfort and a sense of control in an unpredictable world. And this world really is unpredictable. Things will get thrown at you at all angles. This belief encourages us to take a look at lessons and growth opportunities in every situation, fostering resilience and personal development. And believe me, I know, being in my current situation, having absolutely no money and being challenged, that, having that faith, keeping that faith is such a challenge. In conclusion, the idea that nothing in life is a coincidence, and that everything happens for a reason is a powerful and transformative belief. It invites us to view our experiences through a lens of purpose and interconnectedness, fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves and a place in the universe. By embracing the perspective, we open ourselves to the possibility of growth, healing, and spiritual fulfillment. Now, I want to inspire each and every one of you because we all have challenges that challenge our faith and challenge us to think, is things happening to us for a reason? So, think about that. When things are challenging you, remember that they're happening to you for a reason, and not a negative reason, but for a positive. So thank you everybody for your time and attention. May you find meaning and purpose in every moment of your life. I love you all, and God bless.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now I want to tell you a funny story.
I'm waiting.
Oh, okay. So I rented a Tesla this weekend, last weekend. And,
Yeah, Bob has good stories.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Now it's time for the love offering. So, we're asking for donations to our church to keep things going. I talked to the guy, he said he was going to call the city, see if he can get the thing turned on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the only one that's like suffering.
Well, I was starting to sweat too.
Oh,
But
really?
It wasn't like last time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charles. Infinite Intelligence, thank you for allowing us to gather and share your spiritual knowledge for today. With this collection, we will be able to continue with our spiritual growth. We will continue to share our gifts bestowed upon us with others. Let this offering be a sign of our dedication to your church. Let it help us carry on the message of spiritualism, and let your light continue to reach out to each and every one of us. So thank you.
Amen.
Amen. So now it's time for announcements. We do have books in the back. They change every time that we're here. I don't know whether you've seen the online bulletin that I sent through our email to introduce the church, and now I've taken to giving a little blur about the books. I just pick one book to do, so this can go for years and years and years. But anyway, that book is here now, and it's Glimpses of Heaven, or More Glimpses of Heaven. So it's a bunch of little stories. This particular one has to be with a woman who's a nurse in hospice, and the stories, experiences she's had with some of her patients. So that might be an interesting read. And then the other's kind of a random selection. Okay. Again, we have the water. Oh yes, the seance thing. We still have a list. In fact, I should have pulled out the sheet, but I didn't have it. But if you're interested in attending a seance, be sure to let us know. We'll add you to the list. We now have 6 people, so I'm sure it's probably going to be happening within the next month. And just to let you know that it is available. It's either going to be in San Francisco, or more likely it'll be in my home in San Jose. So I got some chairs because I didn't have no chairs, and I got a little lightweight table because for table tipping, I've got a heavy table. I think that's not fair to go ahead, make it tips. Like, it's heavy. But I've got a lightweight one. It's very easy. Anybody can tip it. So it's just, here's a form right here. I didn't realize it was here. But
I'll
okay.
sign up.
Okay, all right.
I'll do another.
Okay.
I'll do another seance again.
Okay, we got a pen. Okay. And that's going to be $30 though, just so you know, because it says it right there. It's $30. You should probably read it before you sign it.
Actually, my current financial statement.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless somebody's able to spot.
Yeah. And I have a couple little things here that I want to give away. See if anybody's interested. This is actually a screwdriver, a little mini screwdriver that goes on a keychain. One's a Phillips and one's a standard blade. It's like, I don't know if anybody would be interested in that. Oh, there we go. You're going to take her. There we go.
Thank you.
Okay. And I have one more item here. This thing is for holding a phone in a car. It's a phone holder for in the car.
Well, I'll take that.
Well, wait, we're not done yet. It's kind of a little unusual because it has a blade here that's designed to fit in the slot of a CD holder, and that's what keeps it in place. Are you still interested?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then it's yours. All right, okay, good. I didn't have to throw that away. Yay. Okay, good. We are now going to move on to billet readings, and I saw that there's some pieces of paper there in the back. Is everybody done with doing billets or fill out billets? Okay, I'll go get it. So we have six. So would you like to do three and I'll do three?
Okay.
Unless somebody else would like to volunteer to help. No? Okay. I'm going to take this one because I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what this is. It almost looks like it might be a whale. It's kind of a blob. There's a little face on one end and there's like something sticking up in the back. I don't know if anybody can see that. So I don't know what that is, but I'm going to go ahead and take it. And I'm asking to connect. Bring me down the knowledge. And I'm getting like black goo. It's like a tar that just pours out on the floor and it just spreads out, this icky, sticky tar. It's like, and it's black, almost black. It's like you can put your hand in there, pull it up, and all this tacky stuff sticks to your hands. It's like, oh, it's kind of messy. And then I see somebody's trying to clean it up. There's like they're taking a push broom, but it's this sticky, tacky stuff, so it's like just making more of a mess. Something else needs to be done. So for whoever this person is, they've got a problem they're trying to solve, but they're not doing it the right way. So they're probably frustrated from this, trying to clean up a mess that won't clean up, and it's because they're not doing it the proper way. So that's what I'm getting. I'm going to have to go with what I got from the beginning, that the process that you're using right now needs to change, because what you're doing now, it's not going to be finished. You need to make a change. Immediately I saw like somebody had some cleaner, something like that, a powder or something, they just threw that on top. So you were just brushing before, now there's a cleaner that's being thrown out onto this black stuff so that it breaks up, so that it's now easier to clean. You no longer have a broom, you have a mop. So now you're changing. So I believe the message here is to change your technique in order to finish this job. And that's the message, okay? Number 2, ooh, we got trees. We got trees and birds. We got a big tree and some birds around it. And I was visualizing the tree, and there's a nail in the tree. Like somebody hammered a nail in the tree to use as a hook to hang something. Okay, what are you hanging? It's something with a long strap. It's almost like a purse. It's almost like you're hanging a purse on that. Let's go with the purse. So it's like somebody put a nail in the tree and they're hanging their purse on that because it's got a long strap so it can swing you back and forth. So now you don't have to carry it around. And now you just lay down in the sun, like put down a blanket. Now you can lay down and sunbathe. It's like now I don't have to worry about holding this thing in my hand anymore. And the sun's up, the clouds, and the blue sky. So I believe this is symbolic of a problem that you did solve. A problem that you solved. You've come up with a solution and you're happy with it. So I believe that is the message. I have to go back to the message that I originally had, because if you have a purse on your shoulder, the purse can be heavy, and then you're tilting, you're leaning over to one side. And that's the solution. Take it off your shoulder and hang it up, and now you're better for it. So whatever this problem is that's keeping you out of balance, you need to let it go. Put it down, put it away, so that it's no longer a burden for you to have to carry. And that's the message. Okay? One more. I'm going to go with this one because it's interesting. I have 3 circles with lines, a curved line connecting all 3 of them together. I'm working with this image. I see that this image is actually more solid. There's like cue balls with that curved line connected to it like a stick, and somebody's unscrewing the stick to free the ball so that now you can play with the ball. And then they're unscrewing the other end, and then unscrewing the other end, so now they got 2 balls that are free. And then unscrewing the third end, so now they have 3 balls they can play with. It's like juggling. It's like you can now juggle with these balls, whereas before you couldn't. It's like now they're free. They're free to fly in the air. Free to have fun with. Free to impress your friends with. Okay? Again, I have to go with this original message, which seems to tie in to what's written on here. So you need to do some work to unscrew those balls so that they're free, so that you can be free. So you need to do something. You need to take some action, otherwise it's not going to happen. So I like that freedom with the balls, so that it's just free. It's free. It's like you can enjoy yourself now. But you need to do some work. It's like whatever that tedious work is, whatever it is, whatever's related to this, you need to apply yourself. You need to get down there and work at it in order to solve this problem so you can free yourself. And that's the message. Okay, there's 3 left. Avery?
I'm going to be honest with you, one of them is mine.
Oh. Okay.
So,
All right.
the one that's mine,
You can leave it for me.
I'll leave that for you.
Yeah.
So there's 2 left. Okay. I got a big giant star with a whole bunch of other stars over here. And good morning, family. Always an honor to work with spirit and do the billets. So just like the stars on this billet, I'm also seeing birds. Seeing birds flying around. There's like 5 birds. And they're flying around. I definitely feel joy with this. And then the scenery shows like, I feel like this is like a park scenery. There's sunshine around. There's like a big tree. It's like a very thick, big, tall tree. Okay. Who would like to come in? I have a grandmother here that's coming in. And this grandmother, she's coming in and she's walking with a cane. She comes in a little bit closer. She has this little bit of back pain. Can everybody hear me? Good. She has this back pain, or not that she has back pain, but she's kind of crouched over, which means that, and she's pointing, she's saying you, whoever this message is for, she's saying that you are carrying a lot of weight. She says you are bearing a lot of weight. Which means that you have to kind of let go. Let go. You're holding on to too much. Even though there's so much beauty around you, you've got to let go. And what she's doing is she's taking that cane and she's dropping it and saying that just let go. And don't hold on to all that weight. And then I see that, like, she's showing, like, a particular person, it's like laying calmly in this swimming pool, and you're gonna be okay, but you have to learn to trust. It's almost like she's helping you to lay in the swimming pool and just kind of trust, and then it's gonna be okay, okay? So I'm gonna leave that message, whoever this is for. This, the message that I actually got, the message that came through, kind of coincides with the question that's in this billet, and so I will have to answer you with a clear and precise yes, but you do have to just definitely trust. Okay, so yes, you will, but let go and let go of all. Whatever, because you have too much. You're holding on to too much, and that's why she's showing that you're crouching over a little too much. You're bearing too much. You got to let go of all that. And like you were as a child in a swimming pool, you got to learn to understand that you can float and that you won't fall over. Love and blessings to you. God bless. Okay, so the next one here is a smiley face. This kind of reminds me of like a cartoon. How cute. Okay, let's see what we got here. Nature. Boy, I see a lot of nature. One with nature. One with nature. That's the first thing that comes to my mind is one with nature. The thing I saw was like this mountain, this big, giant, tall mountain, almost looked like Mount Everest. And again with the birds, it's really interesting. Again with the birds. Birds flying, but this one is like, these were like white birds. You are soaring above the, high above the sky. Whether you have any doubt of that or not, and I feel like your path is different. Your path is more different. Than you expected. And then I'm seeing 1, 2, and 3. I'm not, okay, 1, 2, and 3. And just trust that path. Just trust that path. God bless you. Interesting. Trust. Just trust. Love and blessings. That's all I got.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'll do the last one.
I wonder who it's for.
Yeah. I think it's
a
dollar
mystery.
signs on there. It's like, yeah, does this belong to anybody? Okay.
We will never know.
Oh, I just want to give you a little heads up. When I see these in here, it's like they're usually folded once or twice, and I like them. This one was folded multiple times, so it's like kind of binding, it's kind of tight. It's like I don't want to touch it. I like the loose ones better. So
Okay, next time
yeah,
we'll make sure you do.
yeah, exactly. Okay.
I shouldn't have given it away that it was mine.
Trying to hide it.
Mm.
know,
Yourself from
yeah.
Nancy.
Hmm. It's interesting. Just standing here, I'm going to rock. I'm going to rock back and forth like I'm going to fall over. Trying to keep steady. I'm struggling to keep steady, to keep straight, to keep still. Yeah, I'm still doing it. Well, we know the message is for you.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm just going to have to open it because that's all I got.
That's scary.
Yeah. That is scary. You know those 8 balls that give a fortune? It's like it's shaking around. It's like you turn it, flip it over,
Yeah.
and then it shows something. I got maybe.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Great.
It just floated up, maybe. So there's probably a lot of things that are going on in the future that can't be predicted right now. So this probably cannot be accurately answered, but that means there's a possibility. There's a possibility. So just keep on your toes. Make sure that you're doing the right thing. You know, keep track of your situation. I say like spreadsheets or things like that, or keep track of, you know, where the money's going. That's it. That's all that I'm getting. Okay, can we go to a different area then? Because I want to look up now. I want to look up to something that's lighter. There's still joy. There's still joy there that I see. Joy in your life. Looking up to the sun, appreciating that. And the work that you do. That's it. That's all that I'm getting. So,
Okay.
sorry.
Thank you, I appreciate
Okay.
it. I apologize.
No, that's okay. Yeah. Yeah, if I didn't know, that might have helped. Okay. Well, we've still got quite a bit of time here. So if anybody has any questions afterwards, you know, stick around and we'll talk and chat because we don't have to pack up right away. So I would like to close the service with a benediction. And those that service now ends, we carry our spiritual truth with us every day. As we go about our daily lives, we're reminded that our spirit guides attend to us. We're reminded that each lesson that we learn is for our own spiritual growth. We are part of the divine heritage of the infinite. Our mission is clear. Be true to ourselves, share our truth and kindness with others, and that is all that we need to do. Bless you all. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.